Do you ever catch yourself thinking, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Those little voices in your head seem so convincing, don't they? They whisper worst-case scenarios, remind you of every mistake you've ever made, and make you feel like you're stuck, trapped in a cycle of hesitation and fear. But here's the truth. Those doubts, they're not facts. They're just stories your mind has created to protect you from taking risks. They feel real, but they're illusions, barriers built by fear and insecurity. The problem is, they keep you from chasing the things that truly matter to you, your dreams, your goals, your happiness. Today, we're tearing those barriers down. Together, we'll dive into 10 powerful lessons inspired by Buddhism, wisdom that has helped countless people silence their doubts and reclaim their confidence. These lessons are practical, transformative, and designed to help you go after what you really want in life. So if you've ever felt held back by fear, or if you're ready to stop second-guessing yourself and finally take that leap, stay with me, because this is the moment everything can change. Lesson 1. Trust your inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom, or intuition, is like a quiet voice within you, a natural compass guiding you toward what feels right. In Buddhism, this inner knowing is often called Bodhi, which means awakening or enlightenment. It's the realization that deep within, you already possess the answers you seek. Think about it. How many times have you had a gut feeling about something, but let doubt or external opinions override it? Trusting your inner wisdom means learning to pause, listen, and honor those instincts. It's not about ignoring logic, it's about balancing it with the voice of your heart. When you trust yourself, you start making decisions that align with your true values and desires. You stop second-guessing every move and begin living authentically. It's like finding a path through the fog. Your inner wisdom lights the way, but only if you believe in it. So, take a deep breath, quiet the noise, and trust that you already know what's best for you. Lesson 2. Embrace impermanence. In Buddhism, impermanence, or anicca, is one of the fundamental truths of life. Everything, your thoughts, feelings, and circumstances, is always changing. This means that the self-doubt you feel right now is not permanent. It's just a passing moment, like clouds drifting across the sky. When you embrace impermanence, you realize that both success and failure are temporary. The fear of failing loses its power because you understand that even if things don't go as planned, it won't define you forever. And when you succeed, you appreciate it more, knowing that life is constantly moving forward. Think of impermanence as a reminder to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because everything in life is in motion. The time to move toward your dreams is now, while doubt and fear fade away like ripples in a pond. Remember, every step you take today brings you closer to a better tomorrow. Lesson 3. Focus on the present moment. Doubt often arises when your mind is stuck in the past or worrying about the future. You think about past mistakes, wondering if they'll happen again, or you fear outcomes that haven't even happened yet. This mental tug-of-war robs you of your peace and keeps you from taking action. Buddhism teaches us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, the only time that truly exists. When you focus on the now, the weight of the past and the fear of the future begin to fade. You free yourself from the what-ifs and gain clarity on what you can do right here, right now. Start small. Take a deep breath. Notice your surroundings and ask yourself, what's one step I can take today to move forward? By fully engaging in the present, you'll find that doubt has less control over you. Action becomes easier, progress feels natural, and your confidence starts to grow, one moment at a time. Lesson 4. Cultivate self-compassion. Self-doubt often thrives because of how harshly we treat ourselves. We criticize our mistakes, compare ourselves to others, and expect perfection in every step we take. Over time, this inner harshness becomes a constant companion, making it nearly impossible to believe in ourselves. But here's the truth. The way you speak to yourself shapes your confidence, and cultivating self-compassion is the key to turning doubt into self-belief. In Buddhism, self-compassion is rooted in the practice of metta, or loving kindness. It means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you'd offer a dear friend. Imagine if your closest friend came to you feeling overwhelmed and full of doubt. Would you criticize them or belittle their fears? Of course not. You'd offer them words of encouragement, remind them of their strengths, and reassure them that it's okay to struggle. That's exactly how you should treat yourself. Cultivating self-compassion starts with mindfulness, becoming aware of your negative self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be good enough," gently challenge that thought. Remind yourself that everyone struggles, everyone makes mistakes, and growth comes from imperfection, not from being flawless. Replace harsh criticism with affirmations like, "I'm learning and improving every day," or "I'm proud of myself for trying." Another powerful way to practice self-compassion is through small acts of self-care. Take breaks when you're overwhelmed, celebrate small victories, and allow yourself the space to feel your emotions without judgment. Remember, being kind to yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary for growth and resilience. Self-compassion doesn't mean ignoring your goals or excusing poor choices. It means supporting yourself as you strive to become better. When you approach yourself with kindness and patience, you create a safe mental space to take risks, make mistakes, and ultimately succeed. Over time, self-doubt will have less of a foothold in your life because you'll learn to stand firmly in your own corner. So, be gentle with yourself. You're doing better than you think. Lesson 5. Break goals into small steps. Self-doubt often feels overwhelming because we look at our dreams as one giant, impossible task. The thought of achieving something big can trigger fears like, "What if I can't do it? What if I fail along the way?" But here's the secret. No one accomplishes their goals all at once. Every great achievement is simply the result of small, consistent steps. In Buddhism, this principle aligns with the practice of mindfulness, focusing fully on what you can do in the present moment without being consumed by the enormity of the future. Instead of letting the big picture intimidate you, break your goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Each step becomes a win that builds your confidence and keeps you moving forward. Let's say you dream of starting a new career. Instead of worrying about how long it will take or whether you'll succeed, focus on the first small step. Maybe that's researching potential paths, taking a short online course, or updating your resume. Once that's done, move to the next step and then the next. By the time you look up, you'll realize just how far you've come. The beauty of breaking goals into smaller steps is that it shifts your focus from fear to action. You stop worrying about the finish line and start concentrating on the progress you're making today. Each step is a reminder that you're capable, and over time, those small victories will silence the voice of doubt in your mind. Even the tallest mountain is climbed one step at a time. Trust the process, celebrate every little milestone, and keep moving forward. With patience and persistence, you'll discover that what once felt impossible is now within reach. Lesson 6. Surround yourself with supportive people. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on how you see yourself and what you believe you're capable of. If you're constantly around individuals who doubt you, criticize your dreams, or project their fears onto you, it's no surprise that self-doubt starts to grow. But when you spend time with people who believe in you, encourage your goals, and remind you of your potential, you'll notice a powerful shift in your mindset. In Buddhism, the concept of Sangha, a supportive community of like-minded individuals is essential to personal growth. A Sangha provides a safe space where you can share your challenges, receive guidance, and feel uplifted. This isn't about having a large circle of friends. It's about nurturing relationships with those who inspire you, respect your journey, and want to see you succeed. Start by evaluating your current relationships. Are there people in your life who constantly doubt your abilities or dismiss your dreams? If so, it might be time to set boundaries or limit your interactions with them. While it's not always possible to cut ties entirely, especially with family members, you can choose how much influence their words have over you. On the other hand, seek out those who radiate positivity and ambition. Spend time with individuals who challenge you to grow, celebrate your successes, and remind you of your strengths when you feel uncertain. This could be a mentor, a close friend, or even a supportive online community. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift you doesn't just reduce self-doubt, it also inspires you to aim higher and believe in your dreams. It's also important to remember that being part of a supportive network isn't just about receiving encouragement, it's about giving it too. When you support others, cheer for their wins, and share in their struggles, you create a cycle of positivity that benefits everyone involved. You'll find that as you help others overcome their doubts, your own confidence grows. Don't underestimate the power of solitude. While a supportive community is invaluable, spending time alone to reflect and recharge can also help you reconnect with your inner wisdom. Balance your time between nurturing relationships and nurturing yourself. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is like planting yourself in fertile soil. With the right environment, you'll grow stronger, more confident, and ready to chase your dreams without hesitation. Choose your circle wisely. They're part of your journey toward becoming your best self. Lesson 7. Detach from outcomes. One of the greatest sources of doubt is the pressure we place on ourselves to achieve specific outcomes. Whether it's landing that dream job, finishing a project perfectly, or receiving validation from others, we often tie our self-worth to the result. This attachment to outcomes creates a cycle of anxiety as we fear failure or falling short of expectations. But in Buddhism, the principle of non-attachment teaches us to focus on the process rather than the result, allowing us to move forward with greater ease and peace of mind. We shift our attention away from the fear of failure or the need for validation, and instead focus on doing our best in the present moment. We learn to approach our goals with curiosity and openness, rather than with an overwhelming sense of needing everything to go perfectly. It's about giving our best effort, without tying our happiness or worth to whether or not we achieve the result we desire. Imagine if you were to take on every challenge without the fear of failing. What if you could approach each goal or project as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than as a test of your abilities? By letting go of the need for perfection, you open yourself to new possibilities and creativity. You begin to see challenges as part of the journey, not as obstacles that define you. When you detach from outcomes, you also release the pressure to meet the expectations of others, whether it's societal pressure, family expectations, or even your own standards. The need to please others can fuel self-doubt. When you focus on your own growth and the joy of the process, you free yourself from the need to prove anything. This creates space for authentic success, success that is defined by your own standards, not anyone else's. Of course, detaching from the outcome doesn't mean you stop caring about your goals or dreams. It simply means that you are no longer enslaved by the fear of failure. You are able to move forward with confidence and clarity, knowing that the effort and intention you put into your work is just as valuable as the result. You give yourself the freedom to explore, to fail, to learn, and to grow without the weight of self-doubt. So next time you feel fear or hesitation creeping in, remind yourself that the journey itself is just as important, if not more so, than the destination. Trust that by focusing on the process and letting go of the outcome, you will find peace in the pursuit of your dreams. Lesson 8. Reframe negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are an inevitable part of being human. We all have moments of self-doubt, insecurity, and fear, but the difference between those who succeed and those who get stuck lies in how they respond to these thoughts. In Buddhism, there's a practice called right thinking, part of the Noble Eightfold Path, which encourages us to cultivate positive, constructive thinking patterns that align with our true nature. When you learn to reframe negative thoughts, you not only change the way you view the world, but you also reshape your reality. The first step in reframing negative thoughts is to recognize them for what they are: temporary mental events, not absolute truths. Thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," are often exaggerated or distorted versions of reality. They don't reflect who you are or your true potential. They are simply the product of fear and insecurity. The more you believe in them, the more power they have over you. But if you can step back and observe these thoughts without judgment, you begin to see them for what they really are: passing clouds in the sky of your mind. Once you recognize a negative thought, the next step is to challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? More often than not, you'll find that the negative thought is based on assumptions or fears that don't hold up when examined closely. For example, you might have the thought, "I'll never be able to achieve my goals," but when you look at your past accomplishments, you realize that you've overcome challenges before. This shift in perspective weakens the grip of negativity and creates space for a more balanced and positive view. Reframing negative thoughts also involves replacing them with more empowering beliefs. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be good enough," replace that thought with something more affirming like, "I am capable of learning and growing every day." Instead of thinking, "This is too hard, I'll never succeed," remind yourself, "Challenges are part of the journey, and I am strong enough to face them." The goal is not to force yourself into blind optimism, but to bring a sense of balance and realism to your thinking. You acknowledge your doubts, but you also recognize your ability to overcome them. Another key part of reframing negative thoughts is practicing gratitude. When we focus on what's going wrong, it's easy to fall into a spiral of negativity. But when you shift your focus to what you are grateful for, it becomes much harder for self-doubt to take root. Take time each day to reflect on your strengths, accomplishments, and the positive aspects of your life. This simple practice can create a mindset of abundance and possibility rather than scarcity and fear. Remember that reframing negative thoughts is not a one-time fix, it's an ongoing practice. Just as you would work out your muscles at the gym, you need to exercise your mind by consistently challenging and changing negative thought patterns. With time and patience, reframing becomes a natural part of how you think and respond to life's challenges. When you reframe negative thoughts, you begin to rewrite your mental story. You stop letting fear and doubt dictate your actions, and instead, you create a mindset that empowers you to take bold steps toward your dreams. By practicing right thinking, you cultivate the ability to see possibilities where once you saw obstacles, and to find strength where once you saw weakness. Lesson 9. Practice patience and persistence. One of the most powerful lessons Buddhism teaches is the importance of patience and persistence. In a world that demands instant results and quick success, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that if something doesn't happen immediately, it means it's not meant to be. This mindset, however, is rooted in impatience and a desire for control, both of which feed self-doubt. But true success is rarely instantaneous, and the journey toward your goals requires both patience and persistence, even in the face of setbacks. In Buddhism, the practice of patience is known as shanti. It's about cultivating the ability to endure difficult situations without becoming frustrated or overwhelmed. Patience is not about waiting passively, but about understanding that growth takes time. Every step you take toward your goal, no matter how small, is part of a larger process. By being patient with yourself and the pace of your progress, you begin to ease the pressure that leads to doubt and anxiety. Persistence is equally important. Patience teaches us to accept the flow of time, while persistence encourages us to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. When we encounter obstacles or challenges, whether it's a failure, a delay, or a mistake, we have a choice. We can either give up or continue pushing forward. Buddhism teaches us to embrace perseverance with a calm heart and an open mind. It's the understanding that obstacles are part of the process and should not be viewed as signs to quit. Rather, they are opportunities for growth and learning. Consider a Buddhist monk meditating for years to achieve enlightenment. The path is long and the challenges are many, but the practice of patience and persistence leads to deep wisdom and transformation. Similarly, your goals and dreams will require time, focus, and sustained effort. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when results seem distant, or when self-doubt creeps in. In those moments, patience will remind you to trust the process, and persistence will keep you moving toward your goal, step by step. In practical terms, practicing patience means accepting that success doesn't happen overnight. It means trusting that every effort you make, no matter how small, adds up over time. Persistence means continuing to act toward your goal, even when you don't see immediate results. Instead of feeling defeated by setbacks, use them as stepping stones that help you refine your approach and build resilience. One way to practice patience and persistence is to break down your larger goals into smaller, more achievable milestones. This way, you can celebrate incremental progress and keep yourself motivated, even when the final outcome seems far off. Every time you reach a small goal, you build momentum and confidence, reinforcing your belief that you are moving in the right direction. Another important aspect of practicing patience and persistence is self-compassion. There will be times when you don't meet your own expectations or when you stumble along the way. In those moments, it's essential to be kind to yourself, just as you would be to a friend who is going through a tough time. By being gentle and understanding with yourself, you can continue to persist without being weighed down by self-criticism or doubt. Remember that the journey of growth is not a straight line. It's filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. But if you are patient and persistent, each step you take brings you closer to the person you are meant to become and the life you are meant to create. Trust that the small, consistent efforts you make today will lead to big changes tomorrow, and know that every obstacle you face is simply an invitation to keep going. Patience and persistence are the foundations of success, and they will guide you past your doubts and into the future you desire. Lesson 10. Believe in your worth and potential. The final lesson in silencing self-doubt and going after what you really want is one of the most essential. Believe in your worth and your potential. In Buddhism, there is a concept called self-realization, the understanding that you are inherently worthy, complete, and capable of achieving great things. Too often we fall into the trap of thinking we need to earn our worth or prove ourselves to others. We might compare ourselves to others, focusing on their successes and measuring ourselves against their achievements. This can easily lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. But in truth, the only thing standing between you and your potential is the belief that you are capable of achieving what you desire. When we say believe in your worth, we are talking about accepting yourself as you are, with all your flaws, strengths, mistakes, and potential. Buddhism teaches that every person has a unique and valuable essence. Just as each flower in a garden has its own beauty, each person's journey is valuable and worthy of respect. The practice of self-compassion is key to understanding your own worth. It's the act of being kind and understanding to yourself, especially in moments of failure or when doubt creeps in. Just as you would offer support to a friend who is struggling, you must also offer that same kindness to yourself. Believing in your potential goes hand in hand with knowing that you are capable of growth and transformation. It's not about thinking you are perfect or always in control. Rather, it's about trusting that, no matter where you are on your journey, you have the capacity to learn, adapt, and achieve. In Buddhism, this is known as Bodhi, or the awakening of wisdom and potential. It is the realization that you have the ability to overcome obstacles, grow from your experiences, and reach new levels of understanding and success. Start by reflecting on the small wins you've already had in your life. Think about the times you've succeeded, the challenges you've overcome, and the moments when you've shown resilience. Remind yourself of the strength and wisdom you've already built. This isn't about arrogance or inflated self-worth, but about recognizing the truth. You are capable, and you have the potential to achieve your dreams. Another way to build your belief in your worth and potential is to visualize your goals and the person you want to become. Picture yourself achieving what you desire and imagine how it would feel. What would it look like for you to fully step into your potential? By creating a clear mental picture of success, you align yourself with that possibility and increase your belief in its attainability. When you can see it clearly, you believe it more deeply. It's also crucial to let go of the belief that you have to be perfect to succeed. Perfectionism often stems from the fear of not being good enough, and it can paralyze us from taking action. Buddhism teaches that we are all inherently imperfect, and it's through our imperfections that we learn and grow. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect version of yourself, take action with the belief that you are enough as you are. You don't have to be perfect to start, and you don't have to be perfect to succeed. Believe in your worth by surrounding yourself with positive affirmations. Every day, remind yourself that you are worthy of success, happiness, and growth. Speak kind words to yourself, especially when doubt arises. Affirmations like, "I am capable," "I trust in my abilities," and "I deserve to live the life I desire," can reinforce a mindset of self-belief. These simple statements will slowly begin to rewire your brain and build a stronger, more positive sense of self. The journey to believing in your worth and potential is a process, but it is one of the most powerful shifts you can make. The more you recognize your inherent value and the endless possibilities before you, the less room self-doubt will have. You'll begin to approach your goals with confidence, knowing that you have everything you need within you to succeed. In summary, believing in your worth and potential is about recognizing that you are inherently valuable and capable of achieving great things. It's about letting go of self-limiting beliefs and trusting in your ability to grow, learn, and succeed. By embracing your worth and potential, you free yourself from the grip of self-doubt and step into the power of creating the life you truly desire. And there you have it, 10 powerful lessons to stop doubting yourself and start going after the life you truly deserve. Remember, your doubts don't define you, your actions do. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Trust your inner wisdom, embrace patience, and most importantly, believe in your own worth. The world needs what you have to offer, and you are more than capable of achieving your dreams. The next time you feel the weight of doubt creeping in, remember these lessons. Let them be the guiding light that pushes you forward. You are worthy of success. You are capable of greatness. And with each decision to move forward, you are one step closer to the life you were always meant to live. Thank you for watching, and if you found these lessons helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which lesson resonated with you the most and what steps you're taking today to silence your doubts and go after what you truly want. Until next time, stay inspired, stay focused, and remember, the power to change your life is already within you. Keep going. You've got this.